Hello and welcome to another special episode of Galaxy Universal Networks, Galaxy Social Trends. Wow. Hello and welcome to Galaxy Universal Networks, Galaxy Social Trends with your boy Katlo Eromohampanyani. Shout out to you. Special greetings to my brothers to Tanzania, Uruguay. Oh my gosh, Uruguay is not even in Africa. Labona guys like this step with my greetings and all this. But anyway, hello Master Chaba, how are you?
Hi, good thing, okay?
Yeah, welcome to the show.
And for me, Master Chaba, today we have really interesting hashtags for you guys. It's going to be a crazy one.
It's going to be a very good one.
Yeah.
The first story that we're going to be talking about is hashtag human trafficking. It's actually back on the Times because of incidents that happened in Izolo.
And hashtag Nathaniel Julius.
Oh, Hamilton Drover remains on the timeline too.
And just like yesterday, September 23 cleans SA.
And there's a man that actually tried to commit suicide.
And hashtag Lerato Pile, the
That's
mysterious
big story. Oh my gosh, I love that story. The story was really interesting.
It is.
We'll bring you more of that later on. But let's just go to the first story.
Coming to your first story, kidnapping has become yet another lucrative business for South Africa's criminals. We face another pandemic as a country which is human trafficking. This insensitive evil doing has gone on the rise. Endless cases are being reported every single day, and still no one knows where the victims go.
Yeah, and we actually saw a video, Izolo. Let's just take a look at this video of someone speaking from a boulder. This guy was in panic, just check this video out.
I'll do this, but I'm scared, guys. You know what? This is real, guys. We've been joking about human trafficking. We've been joking about the abuse, gender-based violence, but I just experienced the shock of my life right now. I'm at the parking right now at Boulders Shopping Center. I literally locked myself in the car right now. As I came to the car, just opening the car, there was a lady who was parking next to me. Two guys came with a Tiguan R. We took the number plate. They opened guns, you know what, they just took guns, they pointed at everyone. I ran for my life. They took a lady just in front of me, an old person, and now they left the kids. They took the lady, they put in a Tiguan R, a white one, black is tint, the windows. Guys, this thing is real. The kids are crying right now. They don't know where their mother went to. Everybody's here, the police, they're taking the statements. I'm waiting for them to come and take my statement. Guys, this is real, guys. I'm shocked. Please, guys, take care of yourselves. Please don't park at Boulders underground parking. Please don't park at Boulders parking underground, guys. Please. Midrand is not safe anymore. South African fact is not safe. Please, guys, I'm scared for my life right now. Yo, I left my car open. I just had to run for my life. Please, guys, take care of yourselves.
And that is the video of the scared man trying to tell us about the... You know, after I saw that video, someone sent me a screenshot of Boulders saying that it's fake news.
Yes. So Boulders is basically just refuting those claims and saying that did not happen. Basically what they're saying did not happen is particularly the human trafficking aspect of the story.
Yes.
Because what they're basically saying is that no shots were fired, the suspects managed to get away with money. So basically they're saying that someone was robbed, but no one was
kidnapped.
There was no human trafficking that happened. So Nakwana people were also talking on the timeline that Boulders might just be protecting its image. Because again, imagine if human trafficking happens at the mall. Why would people even want to go shop there?
Nobody's going to go.
Yeah, so but we cannot take it lightly though.
As well, when was it? Today? Someone said
had to be today.
Someone said she was walking and a car came and threw a dead body in front of her.
Yes. So and these human trafficking cases, I mean, again, like police always say, these things are, particularly with the whole social media, is a bit exacerbated as if it's something that's new, and it's something that's been happening in the country and just basically all over the world. Human trafficking syndicates have been running the world, and right now we're actually seeing a scourge because people are now reporting the cases on a daily and people are trying to do something about it. And again, it's also dangerous how they're doing it because they say sometimes sending like locations of places where it's unverified. I mean, if someone sends you a place and say this place is a human trafficking hotspot, sometimes just do your due diligence, it's called in English, and just check out the place and hopefully maybe it's a wrong place. Yeah, so but just people should be careful.
All right, moving to our next story. One of the 3 police officers implicated in the killing of Down syndrome teenager boy Nathaniel Julius in El Dorado Park had been convicted of 2 previous crimes.
Wow.
The information was disclosed on Tuesday at the Protea Magistrates Court when the 3 officers put a formal bail application. The nerve to actually kill someone and ask for bail.
Yeah, this story now, it's one of those, it's really interesting and intricate, right?
It is.
So these police officers are now, so who to use it. The lady who was the white boy, one of the 3 police officers said, she pulled the trigger after being told by one of the other officers, Scorpion, I forgot his real name, Scorpion, who said she should pull the trigger. And she says, she didn't know she had live ammunition. She says in a previous protest, she had ammo rounds with bullets. What they call bullets? Those bullet things. Yes, rubber bullets, yes. She thought she had rubber bullets, and so when she shot, she was surprised to find out that it's live ammunition, which is what killed Unto. But these police officers also try to cover it because, again, I've always said it's so dangerous when police officers commit a crime because it's easier for them to hide everything because it's police. They are law enforcement, and if they commit crimes, it's hard for someone else to implicate them because they police again. And luckily, in this case, they reported. And
the scariest thing is that one of the police officers, Simon Delvana, had a criminal record before.
Imagine
and was convicted in 2010.
A whole police officer had a criminal record. How does this work? Really, how does this work? Like it's so weird. Yeah, but hopefully, the family, the mother of Nathaniel Julius, she did say, all she just wants is to see the person who shot, who killed Nathaniel to just, get arrested. She doesn't care who told who to do what. She basically just said that, as long as the person who killed the son gets arrested, she'll rest happy and she'll just be happy. But unfortunately, such things won't even bring back the little boy. Unfortunately, that's the sad thing about this and all of this. So, yeah, let's just move on to the next story now.
The businessman who allegedly benefited from a multi-million rand PPE contract from the Eastern Cape province is being investigated by the Hawks. A few months back, Hamilton Ndlovu posted a video where he was flaunting his lavish cars, and we all know what Black Twitter did, right? Apparently, he owes tax money, and right now SARS has frozen his bank accounts.
Wow. Can you imagine? This is the same person who was showing us a video as comment, like he bought his own family luxury cars. Guys, listen, it's not cars. It's luxury cars.
Don't people learn from what happened to the guy who owns
Sam from Sam Holdings. No. Guys, let's just check out this video. These cars are beautiful. Just check this out.
Yeah, no one else, no other person. Yeah. Lena uthumfazi nje ayithenga izinkwa ukuthi phela akusumuntu okumele asebenze uthenga izinkwa uthenga izinkwa nothing else then ungavela uyithi ngaphambili thank you baba Ndlovu.
And it's also estimated that those cars alone, imagine 5 cars cost 11 million rands. And Imalia Kona is apparently there's a dodgy contract with the Eastern Cape government or something like that to do with PPEs. And like I said, like I keep saying, with these PPEs, actually the COVID came with millions for people personally, and without those things actually helping people. We've got so much, they're called COVIDpreneurs, like so many people, people became rich with COVID. I mean, again, people are suffering, and then there are people. Like I always say, people use gains in anything that happens. Whether it's crime, somehow they make money. Whether it's something else, they're always just benefiting from this. It's really unfortunate that it's individuals and not a whole community of people.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it comes back to the richer will always be rich and the poor will
Is that a Bible verse?
I could say it anyway. Protesters took to the streets in a peaceful protest against what they say is an initiative to put South Africans first.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the video.
South African. That's how these buildings were hijacked, because of this PI Act, that says you cannot remove people without finding them alternative accommodation. You go to court here. The judges, as long as people have occupied buildings, the judges want to know before you move them, do they have kids? Then they must stay there permanently in our country. We can't do what they are doing in their country. Just go to a failed state like Zimbabwe. You cannot do what Zimbabweans are doing here. I come from Johannesburg in the Port CBD. That never happened during apartheid, where women have been dragged into dilapidated buildings and are being raped. And I know they don't like this. When you compare pound for pound, I can tell you, pound for pound, compare the apartheid, help for the human killings, help for the bad politics of the National Party. They were bad. But in terms of infrastructure, in terms of economy, the National Party did better than the ANC. You can say that without fear. They've destroyed that. Everything that we want, they want. So there is no manifesto that can work. This issue should be the number one priority in our and our constitution should also be amended, because our constitution is a problem. There is no constitution that can say everyone. Who is everyone? The constitution should say a South African. That's how these buildings were hijacked, because of this PI Act, of this act that says you cannot remove people without finding them alternative accommodation. You go to court here. The judges, as long as people have occupied buildings, the judges want to know before you move them, do they have kids? Then they must stay there permanently in our country. We can't do what they are doing in their country. Just go to a failed state like Zimbabwe. You cannot do what Zimbabweans are doing here. I come from Johannesburg in the Port CBD. That never happened during apartheid, where women have been dragged into dilapidated buildings and are being raped. And I know they don't like this. When you compare pound for pound, I can tell you, pound for pound, compare the apartheid, help for the human killings, help for the bad politics of the National Party. The trade infrastructure. You want ESCOM, they've destroyed that. Everything that we want, they want. So there is no manifesto that can work. This issue should be the number one priority. And one thing, our constitution should also be amended, because our constitution is a problem. There is no constitution that can say everyone. Who is...
Yeah, hopefully South Africa is going to be clean, because they're saying clean SA, and
there was a feedback that it went well. Apparently it was
peaceful. Apparently it was a peaceful protest,
night.
And people were anticipating. And I feel like what people do, they instigate, isn't all right. So what they do is they were sending videos of what they say was Nigerians, knives and all of this, getting ready for a war with South Africans and all of this. I'm just like, why are people like people want to see war? Like people are ready for, and it's really unnecessary that during the time of COVID-19 it's busy within ourselves. So yeah.
Moving to our next story, an estimated 1 million people per year die by suicide, or about one person in 10,000, which is 1.4% of all deaths, or a death every 40 seconds, about 3,000 every day. As of 2004, the number of people who die by suicide is expected to reach 1.5 million per year by 2020.
Yeah.
Psychologists say that men are more likely to commit suicide and women are more likely to become depressed.
Wow, I think that's the most important part about it.
It is.
Apparently, over 1 in 4 or 1 in 3 men commit suicide in a ratio comparison to women.
Yes.
And people do say that men can, men don't talk. And I know I'm hearing why people are saying, no, I talk. Okay, so good. I don't know what kind of these men are. And sometimes as far as yeah, well, but clearly that helps. I mean, we actually have a video of someone earlier on today who actually tried to commit suicide. So let's just check this video out. Yeah, hopefully this guy survived and hopefully someone helped him and all of that, yeah.
All right, before we meet our beautiful guest, uNhlanhla Cele, let's take a quick break.
Violence and sexual abuse against children has become a major social challenge during the COVID-19 lockdown. We appeal to adults, parents, and caregivers to be kind towards children during this lockdown and beyond. Give children the space they need to engage with their reading and learning activities. Do not hit them. Do not yell at them. They are equally frustrated. We urge you to listen, support, and help the children to survive the COVID-19 lockdown. Report immediately any incident of sexual abuse. The Department of Basic Education. Every child is a national asset.
Feel the heat.
I love Adam Selman.
The girls are really thin. I think it looks very glamorous from the outside.
The life of a model in New York City.
There is such cool prints. So many.
You know, I'm buying this.
Look at me and all the selfie sort of thing. Honestly, I didn't really know that was actually a job. It just didn't occur to me.
Congratulations. Feel the excitement. Feel the heat with StarSat. Feel the heat.
Chicken portions are an easy way to feed a crowd.
I've just started to incorporate all my ingredients.
We're going to put this inside of a hot cast iron skillet.
You want to really fill up on great protein.
It's now time to sample the chef's dish. Look at this.
I know.
Like that.
Feel the excitement.
The chicken is on the spot.
Feel the heat.
Welcome back from the ad break. You're still watching Galaxy Social Trends. My name is Masa Chabakobola and Kitamali Kat Mohampanyani.
I like how you always make sure when you are coming back from a break, you make sure the people know who you are and why you are in this space right now. But yeah, good. The way you're looking at me right now. I'm just welcome our guest on the show.
As I said, today we have a guest from Mzansi Art Development.
Nhlanhla
Cele.
Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Nhlanhla, before we get into the deep questions about what you're doing, can you just tell us a bit about yourself and what you do?
And who you are.
Who you are, just a brief summary about you.
All right. I am Latik Pere from the township of Kwamashu in KZM. I'm a writer, I'm a composer, I'm a director, and I'm also a choreographer. But I work as a creative director for Mzansi Arts Development Ensemble. That's who I am.
Yeah. Okay, but we'd just like to know, why do you dabble in so many arts? I mean, you're basically finishing imisebenzi yabantu because you do 4 in 1. And why do you dabble in so many things?
I started as a dancer, then I was promoted to be a dance trainer due to the skill that I possess in the sector. And from there, I studied different art forms just to enhance my skills as a creative person. So basically, I'm a 4 in 1. In fact, that's what I can say. It's an interest because I've always wanted to learn more and to grow in my talent. So that's basically it. I love the arts. I'm for it. I live it, I breathe it. It's my life. So I want to know everything that's happening within the arts.
Yes.
Okay, Nhlanhla, I see that you studied civil engineering. Why didn't you pursue rather that? Instead, you went into media, arts rather.
Oh, it was my parents' dream for me to be an engineer. It wasn't because of me, because when I was doing my N3, I think I dropped out because I was always dancing. I was always hearing music in my ears. So I was born for it. It was within me. And when I was doing N3, I saw that, no, engineering is not my thing. So I need to do what I love, what I appreciate, and what lives in me. So hence, I went for the arts. So it was a dream. My parents wanted me to be an engineer, and I was good at it, but I wasn't happy. So I decided, no, man, let me do something that I'm passionate for, something that I like, and something that lives within me.
So, but knowing that you come from it's a big family, you had 11 siblings. I mean, how did your parents take it, Uguti? You know, they want you to be a specific thing, especially I'm sure they had dreams for all your other 11 siblings. So how did they take it when I say, you know what, you just want to do arts and nothing else?
No, at home, all of them wanted me, my parents wanted me to do something because I was the elder in the family. So they wanted me to actually be responsible for my other siblings. Yes. So they wanted me to do something that can pay me every month. They wanted me to have a salary, but it wasn't for me. When I dropped out of the civil engineering, I know I got a lot of remarks from my parents. They were quite a big ordeal within my family, but I thought, let me put myself first. I know I was selfish by taking that decision, but at the end of the day, they are happy because I am living through art. I'm able to do things that are done by an engineer through art. So I think that as much as we are struggling within the sector, but once you understand the nitty-gritties and the systems of the industry, then you are able to sustain yourself and live your dreams. So yeah, that's what I can say. That's what I can say.
Okay, Puti, can you please tell us about Imjondolo Art and the program Imjondolo Art, where you're helping people deal with COVID-19 and all of that?
Okay, the project started during the lockdown period. After the President of South Africa announced the lockdown, we thought, all of us thought that it was going to be with us for 1 month, and then it was extended from 1 month to 2 months, and then we are an art organization, so we kept on receiving calls from artists saying that they're struggling, they don't know what to do, especially artists that are coming from informal settlements. So as an organization, we thought, man, what can we do for artists? Because we've always worked with artists. They've been part of our dream. We've been working with them, assisting them, creating good work, good shows. We've created a lot of production. We once, in 2015, produced a show that was nominated 4 times, which was called Imashu the Musical, and won 4 awards. So we are very close to artists, and we work with quite a large number of artists. So when they kept on telling us about the effect, how COVID-19 is affecting them, some of them were losing houses, some of them were losing cars, some didn't even have clothes to wear and food to eat. So we said, man, let's come up with a project that can assist artists in order for them to expose the effects of COVID-19 and also to assist them get employment during the lockdown time. And luckily, there was a call from the Department of Arts and Culture, the national one, for us to come up with a digital concept, digital solution concept, of which then we thought of this project to actually have a visual art aspect of the project and also have a song produced about COVID-19. And then we applied to receive the funding. Then there was a call for artists to submit their work from informal settlement, of which they do, and we received quite a large number of artists interested on the project. And then we told them, please tell us your story through visual art, draw something, portray your story through visual art. And then we selected 6 artists. And the project is going quite well, and there's which is very good at the moment, and people are enjoying it.
All right, Babkala, before we close the interview, I just want to ask, I see that you've done quite a variety of development projects, and you're the pillar of your community. So what are your plans? What can we expect from you, actually, in the next coming years?
We have a lot in mind, we have a lot of dreams, but at the moment we're pushing our COVID-19 song, which is titled We Shall Overcome COVID-19, a work by collaborative artists from KZN. It's quite a good song, and we're hoping that people will enjoy it. It's a song that inspires hope and also develop the sense of trust that someday as a country we are going to overcome COVID-19. So at the moment we would like to tell people to actually focus on the song because it's quite big. Every radio station is playing it and it carries a very strong message that inspires hope. So it's also available on all digital stores, so people must download the track and then must also tune into YouTube to listen to the song and to actually support the initiative, because some of the money that we're going to receive from the downloads is going to be helping artists that are highly affected by the effects of COVID-19. So yeah, but we are going to be producing stage productions. We are opening a record label. There are a lot of visual arts projects. We are currently working at the biggest hospital here in KZN, which is called Dr. Pixiga Isagaseme Hospital.
Beautiful.
We're doing art coordination there, so there's quite a lot that we're doing, and we're hoping to continue develop artists within KZN.
Yes, but and I just like to since you've been doing so much, and I mean what you're doing is basically inspirational stuff for people. So what parting words do you have for someone that wants to start something like you, like helping the community, especially because you've almost gone to these places in Europe, wherever. So what inspirational words do you have for someone who wants to do what you do?
It's quite, they need to be patient. They need to believe in their dreams. I think I have 15 years in the industry, and I've traveled from USA, Sweden, London, China. Yes, you don't get to be realized soon enough, but you need to have patience, and someday you will succeed, as I have done. And I'm still growing within the sector.
Thank you, Putam. Thank you, Putam.
Patience.
Where can people find you on social media platforms?
We are available on Facebook as Mzansi Arts Development Ensemble. We are on Instagram as Mzansi_dev. We are also on Twitter as Mzansi_SA. So people can check our webpage as well, www.mzansiartsdevelopment.org, or they can call us on 031-267-2863. Yeah, that's our number.
Putam, thank you much for your time. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Puti. Okay. Yes, that was a beautiful one. Sizwile Puti has been doing amazing things for the community, doing amazing things for people. I mean, sometimes it's good to share all these positive stories instead of always dwelling on the negative stories, and just
it encourages someone who's watching.
Yeah.
One story that we have been anticipating the whole day. Lerato Pillay, a South African Twitter account at the center of a network of xenophobic hashtags and inciting statements, has been linked to a former member of the South African National Defence Force.
Would you believe? Yeah.
Sfiso Jeffrey Kwala, a former Lance Corporal with the 121st South African Infantry Battalion in Mtuba in coastal KwaZulu-Natal, has been identified as the person behind the anonymous Twitter account previously known as @Olerato_Pillay, which has been accused of inciting xenophobic intentions in South Africa. And in recent weeks, these narratives have bubbled to the surface of mainstream media outlets as public officials from fringe political parties echoed these nationalist sentiments in what appears to be a reckless political opportunism.
Wow. So with the story, it's been big. I mean, it's really, really big. And as much as people, I feel like this again is also, it left Twitter divided, because not everyone was even happy with the journalist who uncovered this story to be exposing this person, because even this person is still posting, just saying, I'm not going to change what I was saying, guys. I'm basically saying post South Africa first. Whether people see it as inciting violence against foreigners or whatever, this person is standing true to their word, and we're yet to see if this guy can actually be arrested for this or what's going to happen. But we are yet, hopefully something happens.
But one thing, what's in my mind right now is why is it that we have is it systems or whatever, I don't know which word to put, to find these people behind these accounts, but you can't find people who are human trafficking?
Well, unless they start posting on Twitter, just to hack down with our ITs, and hopefully something happens. But anyway, that was a beautiful show, Masichaba. That was a seriously beautiful show. I enjoyed the show, and just thank you for everyone that's been watching. Those that are watching us on Facebook, those that are watching us on channel 500 on Starsat, those that are watching on the app, my brothers go Tanzania, Nigeria, Somalia, Sudan, and everywhere around the African continent. Thank you for your support. Even those go South Africa, Lebuwa. Masichaba, let's sign out.
And from me, Masichaba Kobola Khadia Masurana. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Adios.
We out.